group number A, because that's going to be the winner of this match is going to be 3-0 and the winner of the group.
So Kaito is going first.
Oh. Oh.
You can see from his reaction that he was laughing at Quantal. So I think he bricked.
Maybe it's just maybe we've made a little switch to Labyrinth over here. You never know. Anyways, we're gonna see Quantal here. Basically, just normal summoning Snake Eye Ash. Nothing unusual in the day of a Quantal over here.
Pretty good opener, if you ask me.
Yeah, that is definitely an above average normal summon these days. And we're thinking on a response here from Kaito's end, of course. If we do assume that we've just been playing the Snake Eye deck again, then of course cards like Infinite Impermanence are decently likely here. If you don't have any plays to open up with, those cards are likely there. And that's going to stop the Snake Eye Ash and at least demand another card out of Quantal to keep going here. Which is no problem for
We have Sangenjin Wakes
our
from
mans.
Millennium. Probably the best Exeter that you can have during this time.
in this Millennium Snake Eye deck, yeah, that is one of those scariest cards to go up against. And okay, well, it's not Labyrinth. Unless it's a very special Labyrinth build.
So Crossout Designator on the Sangenjin.
Do you prefer holding the Crossout Designator, like allowing them to put the Sangenjin in the spell trap zone, or holding it in hand?
I think I would let them hold it in their hand,
Yeah.
because if it's in a spell trap zone, they can go into the Snake Eye Doom Dragon.
Yeah, it is still fodder for their Snake Eye cards, and
Yeah.
that is the third set in the bunch. It is a Called by the Grave, and that's going to stop Engraver. However, if you're playing the same deck against each other, what this also means is that this eliminates a lot of possible lines from Kaito's next turn as well, because can't draw an Engraver anymore, can't use Engraver at all to go into your combos, and you thought that would stop Quantal. You didn't think that would stop him, right?
That's the most average Quantal that I've seen.
What,
in a while.
Snake Eye Ash wanted Engraver and Sangenjin?
Yeah.
So what about the Automaxi? Yeah, there, okay, yeah. I mean, I would have not expected anything less from 2023 World Champion Quantal Think, and also Kaito seems like he's had enough there from that side. I mean, that is just a phenomenal hand here, executed in the right order, of course, from Quantal here. And unless there is another answer here in the hand of Kaito, I do think that's going to be a very commanding position for Quantal to take this game down. We're still gonna have to go through the motions here and see exactly. Once again, going through the Snake Eye part, the Fiendsmith part here is not that easy. We're going for it here, but we have to remember we can't bring back that Engraver later on.
I mean, we can bring it back with Fiendsmith Lacrima.
Yes. Yes.
So I think that's the plan here, because I think it's going to deal more damage than just a few Snake Eye cards on the board.
I do think it's worth it still here as well, yeah, but you do have to worry about getting, like, we're going to equip the sequence, the Requiem here. That's going to be our send for the original Sinful Spoils, and then that's going to be enough bodies to make the sequence with, which of course all that still works. Thinking on what to summon out here, deciding between
Poplar
Oak and Poplar. Yeah. It is tempting to go for Poplar because you really want to have access to that Divine Temple of the Snake Eyes, but if you go for that, you wouldn't have a way to summon out your Flamberge anymore. So we do choose to go for Snake Eye Oak.
If Kaito has Nibiru the Primal Being, I think that would have been the
That would have been a very good
Yeah.
spot, yeah. That was the ideal moment there. We have to also keep in mind, though, that Quantal, because we've drawn the Wanted, will have another draw here at the end of the day. So even if the last card in Kaito's hand is a way to disrupt this turn, it's going to mean we're down to 0 cards, while Quantal will still have 2.
Yeah.
Quantal still with a setup graveyard, you know, Fiendsmith for next turn and stuff
Also
like that.
The Sangenjin in hand for his next turn.
Exactly, yeah. Unless that was sent for the Diabell Star. Which,
No,
no,
it
it was a
was-
Molcharmi.
it was
Oh, we had a
before.
Molcharmi for Wallace too. Okay, okay. It's a really dangerous spot, to be honest, because looking back at Kaito's hand as well, there was a Called by the Grave and a Crossout Designator. So it's like, if there was one way to get going, it was going to go through. But there wasn't.
even though Quantal's hand was very strong, that was very well played, if you ask me. Very good sequence.
You still, even with good hands, you still have to play it out right. And it might seem like we have just barely missed 8,000 damage here, but of course Fiendsmith Lacrima's effect here in main phase 2 is going to seal the deal, because as soon as it hits the graveyard, we're going to see 1,200 damage inflicted, and this will eventually put Quantal as the winner of Group A, 3-0 record. We're both very proud of him.
Yeah. Didn't expect anything else, to be honest.
But of course, the minimum requirement.
And Fiendsmith Lacrima is going to show us why it's the number 5 finisher rank card in the game right now.
Oh yeah.
Dealing 1,200 damage to win the game.
Well, on the bright side for Kaito, essentially for his situation in the tournament, this did not matter that much. He's still going to be advancing to the semifinals, and he's going to be your second seed of the group. So he's going to be going up against whoever wins Group B, which is what we're going to find out in a second. However, first off, of course, talking about how Quantal will be the winner of Group A and, of course, be playing against the second place of Group B. First of all, we're going to throw you guys over to Ed, asking Quantal for a third time after going undefeated here what he thought of that match.
Thanks, guys. Yes, I am here with Quantal, and we've kind of done this conversation too many times, so we're going to rapid fire it. Do you feel good about how that went?
Yep.
Do you think you can win?
Yep.
You confident?
Yep.
Are you done with this interview?
Yep.
Cool. Okay, well, that's enough of that. Thank you very much. Congratulations. You are the top of your group, which means you're definitely going through to the final. So that means we have another match coming up for you guys now, and that's going to be Latramy versus Boss. So let's have a quick look at Latramy.